Saya banyak suka budaya Melayu, especially kain Melayu. And kenapa? Because kain Melayu sangat cantik. Kain Cina pun cantik, kain Indonesia pun cantik. Saya pun ada, tetapi buku untuk kain Melayu tidak banyak. Buku untuk kain Cina banyak sekali. So it's undiscovered beauty. You know, it's beauty, it's the same, everyone is beautiful, but Malay is special because not that many people know. Banyak orang tidak tahu. Saya kawan di Amerika, saya cakap kain Melayu, dia tak tahu. Kain Indonesia dia tahu. Ada ikat, ada batik, dia tahu. Tetapi kain Melayu 5 dia tak tahu. Saya kawan di Washington DC Museum, dia dapat banyak kain Melayu dari petani, tetapi dia tak tahu ini kain ada sejarah. Ya. Oh, saya pergi banyak country. Ya. Saya pergi Makassar, saya pergi Sumbawa, saya pergi Naratiwat, banyak area cari ini kain, ya, kain ya, Melayu. Ada kain ada 300 tahun, ada kain 100 tahun, ada kain 80 tahun. Ya. Semua lama. Ya. Elegance, the beauty of elegance. For example, tengok ini purple, ungu, right? Ungu dia ada from dark to light, so elegant, the gradation. And then the beautiful flowers, for example, the contrast of colors, the gold on the purple, I think is so nice. And the simplicity, that one is so simple, just the stripes. Cantik sekali. Ini semua tenunan di Terengganu. Tapi pakai, for example, this one is Kelantan. Kenapa tahu? Dia bengkong, ada bunga. Terengganu tak pakai bunga. Ini Raja Shah Reza, dia grandfather, he invented it. So it's only used in Kelantan. He's from Kelantan.
Motif bunga.
Yeah, bunga. So, but only used by Sultan. Saya suka baju Melayu Teluk Blangah. Kenapa? Saya great grandfather, dia tinggal di Teluk Blangah. So ini Teluk Blangah. Sultan Abu Bakar dan saya great grandfather dulu dia kawan. So he know about the Teluk Blangah. That's why I like Teluk Blangah, because it remind me of my great grandfather who lived in Teluk Blangah. Dulu saya suka budaya Cina. Saya belajar budaya Cina, tetapi sudah ada banyak orang belajar budaya Cina. Sekarang saya I discover budaya Melayu tidak banyak orang tahu. Yeah. So in this exhibition, I find out a lot of budaya Melayu. Kawan Melayu pun tidak tahu. For example, saya ada kain dari siak. Banyak kawan Melayu tidak tahu siak di mana. Dulu siak dan Melaka is the same. Melaka belong. You go cross Straits of Malacca into Sumatra is siak. But it used to belong to Malacca. But many Malaccans don't know, right? For example, onde dari mana? Asal di mana? Tahu?
Melaka?
Makassar, Bugis. Ya. Saya ada kawan pun tidak tahu dia Bugis. Dia orang Bugis. Dia dari Muar. Saya tanya, orang Muar bukan Bugis tak? Saya pulang tanya bapa. Then the father told him, yes, he's Bugis. I didn't count, but it's a lot of money. Saya sekarang pocket kosong.
So what do you think?
You know, my friend told me, John, why are you doing all this? I said, because I want to share with Malay people. They said, but Malay people no longer interested. Okay, so I want to prove him wrong, because you know Tan Sri Zeti? She's rewriting her mother's book, Puan Azza Aziz did a book long ago in Malay. She's rewriting it in English. But if there's no interest, she won't write it. And then PNB, the tallest building in Malaysia, they're going to have a textile museum on textiles. If nobody is interested, why have a textile museum, right? And then in September, the Permaisuri is hosting a textile symposium in KL. So all these activities on textiles, for example, the Craft Tangan, they revamped their textile display. The Museum Negara Textile Museum also redid their display. So I think this is the time that the textiles are coming back. Especially, when you see Mat Kilau, so much interest, right? This belonged to the Malay people, but when you ask the Malay people about Malay textiles, they only know batik and songket. You have tenunan, you have renda, you have anyaman, you have cetakan, you have tapestry, you have ikat loseng, you have pelangi, you have tekatan and sulaman, banyak sekali. So now, COVID come, we have the mask, right?
Yes.
But everybody use batik mask. Why we cannot do sulaman or tekatan mask? Why we cannot do, my Japanese friend, she make renda mask for me. And then my friend in America, she make ikat loseng mask for me. But why my American friends? It should be Malay, because ikat loseng belong to Malay people. I'm a poor retired man, but who has big dreams.
Pardon?
With big dreams.
Oh,
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
So before ni sebenarnya apa?
I used to run an art gallery in Taiwan. Yeah. But I was selling Chinese art. Yeah. So now I changed to Malay art. But I'm not selling anything. Yeah, just collecting. So, Hari Raya, I have kunduri on my house. I sit on the floor in the anyaman mat. I eat with my hands. I love Malay food. I love Malay culture. Everything Malay I like. So I have many, many Malay friends, both men and women. Yeah. As an individual, I'm very limited. I hope that an institution with enough budget can come and house and keep this collection. I brought it back to Malaysia because I want it to remain in Malaysia, because this can be the pride and glory of Malaysia. They are showing all the Malay textiles of the Malay world, and if they can be the center of Malay textile research, Malaysia, it will be great, because Malaysia has all the facilities. They just lack a collection like this that's accessible to public. I think Museum Negara has an excellent collection, but not a lot of it is shown. Very little is shown to the public. So a collection like this, which is just focused on textiles, I think is very important to upgrade the image and prestige of Malaysia. So for me, I believe these textiles have a soul, because every textile has a story to tell. My jean is not like a real jean. I mean, they have meaning behind. They want to tell you a story. All of them, for example, like these singaps, right? They look like just cloth. But when you look at it, you can see the grandmother's love, because the grandmother made it for the grandchild on his Cukur Jumbo ceremony. So they use their best technique and their best workmanship, and they put their love. So the soul, you can see the love of the grandmother for the child, right? But if you just look at it as a cloth, it's just a cloth. But you know it as a story. With a story, the soul of it makes you love the cloth even more. It tells the meaning behind the cloth, which to me is more important. So I have kain mat yong, right? So the kain mat yong have tassels. So I said, kenapa half the tassels gone? They said, oh, I used to sell, dulu ada jual satu tassel RM25. I said, oh, how come you can sell for that price? They said, because it's magical. You take the tassel and you put it in air and you drink it, your sakit can disappear.
Ada lagi?
Di dalam.
Oh,
got a few tassels left.
Kain berayat lah. Okay.
No, kain berayat is something different, also very powerful. So when I look at the kain berayat, he looked at me. And he says, hello, John. I said, hello, I love you. They said, okay, if you love me, I'll be yours. Then I asked the price and I almost pengsang. So expensive.
Yes.
So I said, how can you be mine?
Yes.
But then it came to me. I couldn't afford it. For 2 pieces, it's almost 180,000 ringgit. And I don't have the money, but it became mine. The spirit of it and the spirit of me connect. The story, you want to know?
Okay.
Okay. So the person who has the kain berayat also has mas Kelantan. The Kelantanese gold.
Okay.
So he asked me if I'm interested. I asked the price. It's 1 million ringgit.
Oh, okay.
I said, it's even more expensive. I can't afford it.
But yeah.
But then, when I returned from Kelantan, the same day when I arrived in Kelantan, this cloth, the barat, made signals to my friend in Hong Kong. My friend in Hong Kong called me and he says, John, do you have Malay old jewelry?
Okay.
And I said, let me show you the picture. So I showed him the picture. He flew to KL to look at it.
Okay.
And then he says, my friend would like to see it. So I asked my friend in Kelantan to bring it. And then the 3 of us flew to Singapore and
Made a deal.
deal. And the commission, he gave me the textile.
Oh, okay.
So it's mine. I didn't have to pay. So I think it's blessed, no? There's
Just-
magic.
Yeah.
For me, it's magic.
Yeah.